Welcome, Cancer, to your January 2021 tarot reading, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or if you'd like to keep it out of the public forum, just click subscribe and email me, and I will be happy to answer you in private. But let's get into your January 2021 reading. Now, can you believe we are in 2021? We can turn our back on that most difficult and challenging of years that so many of us have had. And we can look forward to the future with a lot of wonderful new energy. And although there are things from 2020 that are still going to be flowing on into 2021, I feel like we are able to now look at the future with a little bit more optimism than we have been able to look at our lives with, certainly over the last 12 months. Now, this month I see for you some wonderful energy around new career and some learning and some decisions that are going to be made in regards to your career as well. Now, you start out with January 2021 really almost being an apprentice. That's the energy of the Eight of Pentacles. It's starting new in a new career or in a new endeavor. It doesn't necessarily mean a particular job, but a new financial endeavor where you are really learning about what is required, and you are going to be able to throw yourselves into this new learning, this new study, and really just get to know everything there is to know about this new role, this new job, this new endeavor, this new direction that you're going to be going in. And you're really going to be practicing and honing your skills. And I feel that you are going to be working quite hard on it, on whatever project, whether it's a current one or one that you're going to be undertaking in January. You're going to be working quite hard, and make sure that every part of it is every part of the process is going to be looked at and attended to, and you're kind of really going to be focusing on perfection in January. And try to just, get to the level that you need to go to. Now, also, because this is a general reading, when I was meditating on the cards, I got some messages that came through for you. And for some of you out there, I'm feeling like you may have been thinking that you've made a bad decision when it comes to your career. Or not a bad decision, but you may have taken the wrong turn or made a decision that you don't think was best for you. But in January, I'm really seeing you pondering a lot about work and the way you've thought about certain situations. You've got 2 sevens. And sevens in a reading are those cards that talk about really looking back at your life and pondering what it is that, pondering the decisions that you've made and seeing whether or not they were right for you, and making some judgments on really the direction of your life. And I feel like this is to do with your career for a lot of you, or the way you thought about sevens. So sevens are kind of that card of soul searching, and really really thinking about that kind of stuff, looking back at your life. I'm seeing a lot of that happening in January for you. Now, the Seven of Swords specifically talks about maybe you're not on the right path, the direction that you're going on now, or certainly you might be unaware of the consequences of your actions. And but I'm feeling like this is more in your mind. You're thinking about the consequences of your actions more. You've made a decision regarding work, or perhaps started a new job, and you're thinking about that. But I feel that there is something in the Seven of Swords that can also mean you got this feeling that something was taken away from you, or there's a loss of your freedom somehow. But what you don't realize is that it's actually yourself that has done this to you. It's not an outside force. It's not the job. It's not the career or the financial situation. It's you've kind of done this to yourself. And by not focusing on your own needs or your life's purpose and what direction it is that you want to go in, it's almost put you in this feeling of limbo and going nowhere. And by getting the Seven of Swords, it kind of does signify that your plans are okay, but maybe the timing's just off. So don't become too burdened with thinking about how it is the decisions you've made about your career. I am definitely feeling career or finances have been in the past. I think that things are going to be wonderful for you because you've got the World card. And the World card is that card that indicates moving to the next level in your personal life or in your career. And, it's a successful completion of a certain stage of your life. And it could be that there's a promotion coming for you, or a new position, or a new challenge. And it is something that's going to be a little bit challenging, but it's going to offer a lot of promise for your future as well. And it could mean that there are going to be some decisions about moving to a new home or moving to a new city coming up for you in January as well. But the World is a card of enlightenment, and you really sort of you've evolved, and it's almost like in January 2021 you've got this complete clarity that's going to provide you with an understanding of which direction to go in next. Now, this can involve this new study, some new training, or this new job that you might be getting or have got or want to get. So there could be a move for you, but the World card is that card of joy and contentment and gratitude. So there's a lot of wonderful energy around you in regard to that in January. Now, I see the Page of Wands here. Now, the Page of Wands there's a lot of fire energy. You've got the Page and the Knight as well. Now, pages are particularly the Page of Wands is a very exciting card to get. And it's a card of new opportunity that is going to be presented to you. And you might be getting, pages are messages or messengers, and you've got some information coming in about something wonderful that's coming into your life. And I do feel this is work related or creative, something about your passion, something that you're passionate and creative and feeling very creative about. And it's one of those cards that asks you to maybe think outside of the box a little bit. And it's almost like you're asked to follow your passions. If you've been feeling like you've made some wrong decisions in the past about your career and you're not going anywhere and you're kind of feeling a bit bored or listless with the whole thing, follow your passion and let it guide you to your life's work, because that is what is going to bring you joy and happiness. You've got this wonderful brand of magic, Cancers, and you are able to really manifest your own happiness, create your own joy. And I'm feeling like when the Page of Wands comes in, it is talking about a new career change. It is talking about a promotion or any new promising development in your professional life or in your creative life, in your creativity. There's absolutely something new and wonderful coming in for you. Now, this can represent a fire sign for some that could be significant in January, and this is someone who's really exciting to be around, usually someone on the younger side. Now, this can represent fire sign, as I said, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, but it's more about the character of the person. So this is someone filled with incredible exuberance and enthusiasm for life and for whatever it is about to be undertaken. They can be really passionate about things as well. And it's, this particular page is sort of, they're willing to take the lead on any sort of creative project, and there's nothing that this person isn't willing to try. And they've got this inner joy, and they're really fun to be around, and it's almost like their happiness is contagious. So this can be someone that is coming into your life. This could be through work, or this just could be someone in your life in general that is really helping you to become passionate and excited about something new in your life as well. It could even be someone that you're going into a new career with. Now, you've got the Six of Swords there. Now, the Six of Swords is that card where you see an end to the challenging times in your life. January is that month where you are going to be able to turn your back on quite a difficult struggle, a mental sort of struggle for a lot of you, a lot of stress. You're going to be able to just allow that, just let it go. It's that light at the end of the tunnel, and it's the light of a brand new day. So any conflicts that you had, and if you're going to be able to turn your back on that. And if you've, for those people that have been suffering from depression as well, you are going to find relief in January. And it can mean, this card can represent taking a trip, but a trip over water specifically, or by water. But it is, it can be, it's often a metaphorical trip. You are turning your back on the way things were in the past, that tumultuous negative energy of the Five of Swords, and you are going to be able to move on in January to this wonderful new, brand new energy, brand new day kind of energy, where the darkness is behind you and the light is ahead. That is such a wonderful message for Cancers. And then you've got the Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Staves, as this deck refers to it. And this again is that fire energy, and boy oh boy, this is a card of fast moving energy. Knights are always talking about movement. Again, could be movement in your career, moving forward, moving up. But it's energy that is going to require you to move quickly as well. So it could be stuff like you might have a lot of decisions regarding your work in front of you, a lot of career opportunities in front of you, multiple jobs offered to you, and you've only got a short amount of time to make the decision. It is a card where it asks you to try and make the time to consider all of the options before just racing ahead. But once you've considered all options, then you're kind of off. You're ready to head off and go. But yeah, don't make any rash decisions. Think them through carefully, but quickly. That's the kind of stuff, the energy around the Knight of Wands there. Now, you've got the Four of Cups as well. And the Four of Cups is one of those sort of friendly reminders from heaven, if you want to put it that way, that you may be missing an important message. Now, the Four of Cups can often talk about being a little bit bored. You're focusing on the day-to-day humdrum of life, and you're not noticing that others or your angels, your spirit guides, are offering you a wonderful opportunity, a lovely opportunity. And it's almost like you need to stand back from the situation and look around and ask yourself or your angels, what are the beautiful possibilities around the corner? Because I'm feeling that some of you could be really focused on that boring day-to-day stuff, and you're not looking to the future to see what is possible and what is available there for you. You know, be aware of something good that is coming your way. Or that came your way, but you dismissed it as not being of value or not being valuable to you. And, you know, something that you just didn't want at the time. But what the Four of Cups is saying is maybe you should reconsider this thing that you could have passed over or let go. Again, I am feeling this is very career orientated, work orientated, passion, creativity, something to do with that. And it's sort of, the Four asks you to maybe reconsider something that you passed off as not valuable to you in the past. And yeah, perhaps something that you said no to or something that you turned your back on in the past is better than what you think it is. Or maybe, you know, you might not have been taking full advantage of the opportunity. And now the Four of Cups is saying, just take a better look, because there is opportunity where perhaps you thought there was none. So have a look and you might be able to reconsider some stuff there. And this is tying in with those sevens. And here's another seven that you have, the Seven of Wands. Now, this card is a card that asks you to really stand your ground and defend what it is that you believe in. But it also requests that you ponder your choices. And this, again, is that same energy of the Knight of Wands. You do have to make a quick decision, but ponder it. Think about it. Sevens are those cards of pondering and thinking about, looking at things a little bit more deeply. And, you know, the Seven of Wands says, is this battle that you've been struggling with, and it could be persisting in a career that you're not happy with, or persisting along some line of enterprise that is not suitable for you, but you've been battling away at it. Is it worth the fight? And if also, just a side note for some, as these are general readings, if you have been battling with someone in your life, could be a fire sign, but you know, anyone that is creative, and it could be someone at your work as well, if you've been battling with them about something because you know you're right or you believe you're right, sometimes it's easier just to say to yourself, is this worth the fight? Is this carnage, when you look at the battleground left behind you, was it all worth it in the end? And would it be better off just to let go of the need to be right or to chase after some issue or something that you believe to be right just for the sake of it? You know, is it more worth your while to redirect your focus to something that you consider a lot more important, you know? And if you look at that and you ponder those sorts of things, it's really going to be something that's going to be able to allow you to grow from the challenge that you've gone through or that is before you to take. And as long as you make choices from your heart and what brings you joy rather than from what you think is the right thing to do, you are going to be successful. You're going to be a winner and you're going to be happy. So they're really important things this for you in January, Cancers. You really need to ponder the way you think about certain decisions that you've made regarding potentially your career, and also you're asked to ponder, you know, your creative passion and the direction that you've been going in for work and your career, and whether it's worth continuing to struggle and fight for something that deep down doesn't make you happy. Now, your final card is launching your journey, and I am seeing that this is really connected with some of the messages that you are getting for January. The affirmation for you in January is, I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. You need to keep saying that to yourself. Now, the meaning of this card is, inner and outer travel are ahead. Get ready, for you are about to embark on a journey. This could be an inner sojourn, a voyage to distant lands, or even a project or idea that is coming to your life. The universe wants you to know where have you always wanted to go? What have you always wanted to do or be? This is the time to make it happen. Launch yourself forward and explore the world around you. However, before any journey, inner or outer, take time to prepare for the adventure ahead. Know where you are and where you want to go. How will you get there? What steps are necessary in order to take this leap? Have a clear vision, but also be prepared for the unexpected. Allow the journey to bring as much joy as the destination. What a beautiful message for you, Cancers. And I'm absolutely seeing this reflected in so many of the cards. This new direction that you're going in, you are traveling. You know, this is reflected in that 6. You are turning your back on the way things were, but you need to make a decision about the direction that you want to go in. Might need to be made quickly, but do consider all the options before launching into that new journey. But I'm seeing success here for you guys. So really listen to your heart, go within, ponder what it is that you really are interested in, that makes you passionate, brings you joy, and launch into it in January, Cancers. Have a wonderful month. If you're into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There's beautiful crystal pieces there, all one-off pieces, handmade and designed in Australia by an Australian designer, and the meanings of those crystals are also on that website. So have a wonderful January, and I hope to see you in February. Bye, Cancers.